And we're back with Week 8 fantasy matchup, but Kilmer we're talking about right now. Alex Berthium, GM 1-6. He's not been as active as a lot of people might thought he would be at this point on the trade market. Also not as active as you would think on the waiver wire. But the fact of the matter is he's had an underperforming team. And he's got the players that can turn it around. You take a quick look. You've got Phillip Rivers going up against Kansas City. No team has been worse, especially since Eric Berry went out week 1 against the pass. So Rivers and Gates could be a recipe for a lot of success for Alex here. And then you've got Chris Johnson going up. There have been concerns about his conditioning, but against Indianapolis, this could be a breakout game. This could be the game that gets him ready to go the rest of the season. So you sort of like this matchup for Chris Johnson. His running backs look good. BenJarvus Green-Ellis is a touchdown machine. Pittsburgh, for all they're heralded to be against the run, they just have not been this year. So UPS guy. So BenJarvus should be a very solid start this week. And then you look at the wide receiver position. This is where it's all come apart. You've got Reggie Wayne, who is just not the same guy without Peyton Manning against Tennessee. You could see some production there. Nate Washington against Indianapolis. If there's a game for Matt Hasselbeck and Indianapolis, or Tennessee rather, to do it, it's against Indianapolis. And then Robert Meacham. And if you're Drew Brees' target against St. Louis, then you've got a good shot at getting in the end zone. So you're hoping for some things there. He's got Brandon Pettigrew, who's a nice flex position guy, who's going to catch passes on third down against Denver, and might find the end zone. So you hope you get some big plays from some of these guys. You get a big week from Chris Johnson, a big week from Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates, and you could be in good shape. You look at the matchup, though, and that's when you shrug your shoulders and you say, this is the time that this team gets back on track, and then you see you're facing fart noises, and you're going up against Tom Brady and Wes Welker and Arian Foster and all those guys. But you look at that matchup and you think, you know what, Tom Brady and Wes Welker against Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh might not be the best matchup. Against the good teams, they've tended to slow things down a little bit. Pittsburgh's got a good pass defense, so they might be looking to BenJarvus Green-Ellis a little more. And then you look at running back, and he's got Arian Foster. And against Jacksonville, and believe it or not, Ray Rice only had 8 carries for 24 yards against Jacksonville. So Jacksonville's run defense is for real. They've slowed down guys like Chris Johnson, like Ray Rice, and it looks like a lopsided matchup, but I really think that this is the time that Bud Kilmer could sneak in and win their second game of the year, and really open things up for Ruthie's Kitchen and both for Thunder Dick and for the Dream Fighters. So really interesting week, and we'll see what happens. And mahalo.